Hello everyone, and welcome to, or back to, One Inspiring Word. I'm your host, and, happy end of February! Okay, so every time it hits, January, it starts going, super fast. I don't understand how it's February 20th, 21st, and, so on, but, it is, which is crazy to me. But here we are, and I'm kind of bummed. There's I hate how fast time moves. I thought the same thing when I was in 8th grade and in 7th grade, and it was 6th grade when it started moving fast. And I was like, I remember being at the end of the 6th grade year, I was like, ooh, that was kind of fast. And now I'm closer to being a junior than in 7th grade, and that's crazy to me. But the one inspiring word for this week are cookies, and is cookies, because I guess that's one word. And the reason for that is I love cookies so much. And there's chocolate chip cookies, and one of the students in my advisory, she brought cookies for her birthday, and they were really good. Happy birthday to her. Oh, also my computer's breaking. It's not good. But she brought cookies and there were chocolate chip, there's M&M, there's Snickerdoodle, and it was so good. And then I'm also, okay, so at volleyball, we decided that, I play volleyball, by the way. And then so we decided we're gonna have a team bonding, and everyone's gonna bring a plate. So I'm bringing this cookie plate with one of my friends, and I'm excited for that. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna make, but I was thinking brownies, some Snickerdoodles, because I make Snickerdoodles a lot, and then maybe a classic, a sugar cookie or something like that. Oh, we should probably make something gluten-free or something like that. I haven't thought of that. But one of the things I wanted to talk about this week is how I feel like I'm wasting my freshman year. And I've made so many choices that I don't necessarily regret. I think about that. I'm always scared I'm gonna make a choice and I'm gonna regret it. And so whenever I make a decision, I'm either really chill about it, I don't really care that much, or I'm freaking and stressing out because I'm scared it's gonna alter my entire life, which it's not. Things work out. And I hate whenever someone says something like that, I always hear it and it goes in one ear and out the other. People are always don't stress out, you need to calm down, because when you're an adult, everything's gonna be so much harder. But it feels so big right now. And when I look into the bigger picture like that, which is a big lesson I learned last year, you learn what's really important. And what I've realized is that I've made so many choices to feel like I'm the perfect student, and I have a killer resume, but I haven't been happy, and it's been draining me. And I'm not really sure what to do, because I'm already almost 25% done with high school, and I'm happy, and there's things I regretted. So one of the things I did today is there's this friend group I kind of want to be a part of, because so ever since I started my new school, which this is my 3rd year, but everyone's super nice, and it's not perfect. High school is hard, middle school is hard, things like that. Everyone's pretty nice, and I love that. But it's just when there's a small school, I feel I'm just not the best at making friends. I don't know how to say it. I love hanging out with other people, and it's not everyone hates me, but I just overthink everything, and then I'm just really bad at committing myself, because then whenever I feel I make a friend, or I like something or something volleyball, it just either I put in so much effort and then nothing good turns out, or it just stops being good and it just ends up super mentally taxing. But there's this and there's been so many people at my school I've wanted to be friends with, and it just hasn't worked out. Maybe it's because we just didn't click, maybe it's because they didn't want to be friends with me, it wasn't mutual, or there was something that just, it hasn't worked out. But there's this one friend group, and they're super wholesome, and I really want to be a part of it. Kinda, because I just realized, like, I'd be really bummed if I went through all of high school and I ate lunch in the bathroom every day, and I every single time study hall, every single free time, I went to the bathroom. I think I'd be kind of bummed, and I feel like that isn't realistic to happen the next 4 years. Yeah. Also, another thing. Two things. First, I feel like I really don't want to be going, like, off target. Because, like, I've always wanted, like, ever since, like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, no matter what happened, like, I told myself, like, I'm just gonna do my best. That's something my mom's always told me, and, like, that's like the best kind of advice I feel like you could give someone. Like, you just have to give it your all, and even, like, after you give your all, if it's not enough, then that's okay, and your time will come. But I just feel like I really don't want to, like, end up self-absorbed or fake or anything, and I feel like I find myself doing that, like, caring so much about what someone thinks, and, like, just, like, I forget to think about, like, what makes me happy, which obviously, like, I love prioritizing others, like, happiness. Like, I love making other people happy. But also, it hurts when you, like, every single week you're putting all your effort into something and it's just taking more out of you, and, like, you notice all these things that, like, aren't quite right, and it's just, yeah. And this brings me to the other thing I want to talk about, volleyball. So I really loved volleyball last year, and I still enjoy playing it. It's just, this year, I don't know, it's been kind of disappointing. And volleyball is one of those sports where you could have, like, 12 amazing people on the team, but at the end of the day, 6 people get to play. Well, get to be on the court at once, and that means there's a limited amount of playing time, and it can be kind of unfair. And also, I feel like, I don't know, you have to get really lucky. Like, you have to get lucky with your teammates, you have to get lucky with your coach, and all these factors have to come into play. And then when, like, you aren't the luckiest person, it can be super hard sport to deal with. And, like, you could put hours of work into it, and you could still be super sad. So those are just some things I was thinking about. Like, throughout all of this, I just failed my history quiz. Math is not going great. All these little things, like, I need to remember that, like, okay, first, I guess, like, I'm loved, but also, like, I need to love people, and I'm just gonna do my best, and that's all you can give. And then, like, at the end of the day, like, none of this stuff matters. But we all have the greatest gift of all, and that is, I saw this first, and it was about how a person with many companions may, I think, oh, what was it? No! It was like a person with many companions may end up lonely or something like that. But there is a friend that is greater than any brother or sister. And that's what the big picture's about. Because you could be the happiest person in the world, or you could be the unluckiest person in the world. Everything could be falling apart, and that is the only thing that will stay true. And you just gotta look to it, because I've messed up so many times. Oh. And I need to remember what's really important. Which brings me to one final point. What is, like, the point of this podcast? And I'm scared I'm forgetting, because, like, I made this because I really love people, and I want to connect with people and things like that. I mean, that hasn't really happened, and I feel like I'm scared I'm, like, gonna be, like, doing it for the money and, like, things like that, and, like, the idea of being, like, famous and stuff. And I think about that sometimes, which might be bad, maybe not, but, like, I feel like everyone thinks about that. Like, what it would be like to be things like famous or popular. Once again, we talked about, like, what's really important. But also, like, I made this so that I could inspire people and I could help people and make them happy, because that's what the podcast is all about. One inspiring word, and how one word is all it takes to change someone's life. Okay, and on that note, we'll leave it here. It's February, so the rest of the school year, I'm going to try to take every opportunity I get and like just take all the lemons and punch them into lemonade. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!